Hi, welcome back to Tai Chi for Improvers on our Monday sessions. We will be starting it in just a minute. Before we start, make sure you are fit and healthy and that you have clearance from the doctor before starting any new exercises. Make sure that you take it easy if you have or have had injuries or are recovering from injuries. Do not push yourself too hard, too much. You should not feel pain when you are doing Tai Chi. If you get dizzy, please do take a seat, get your breathing under control, and just take it easy. Okay, now and again we'll get little breaks to have a little bit of water, so make sure you've got your water and just work within your own parameters, within your own limits, within your own body and with your own history. Okay, and you're the best placed person to know where that is. Okay, so here we are. I promised you that we were going to get more into the form, the more advanced parts of the form this morning. So we are going to do just that. But first of all, we are going to do a little bit of warm up. So there will be warm up, there will be drills. Just a couple, and then we'll get more into the form. We will also practice our full form this morning. Okay, so welcome back. And we're just going to start with our tendon stretching. So stretch and soften your knees as you go. So I'm just letting you have a little look up close what that looks like, and just checking this is all okay. So just really stretching the tendons one way and then the other way. So you might hear some clicking or some grunting from the tendons, and that's okay. We're just trying to get them to work very gently. And as you're working this little circle here, we're going to go wider and give a rest to the wrists. Turn around the elbows. And back out. So parting, scooping, parting, scooping. And we're going to do a bigger parting scooping to really warm up the shoulders. And we're going to come back in. So relax your neck and the area between your shoulder blades as much as possible. And just relax the arms, relax everything as much as possible. Tune into the breath and bring it together with the movement, breathing in and then breathing out. And from here we're going to go back and forth, one hand to the front, one hand to the back. So we're starting to turn the upper body, but we're not doing circles, okay? We're just doing an up and down motion, alternating the backwards and forwards. Making sure that your knees are kept solid and to the front so that you're not collapsing. We had a discussion about that, how this is going to wake up old injuries, has the capacity to wake up old injuries. So just make sure your knees are to the front and that you're actually using your muscles in this one rather than just lazily going like this. We're using the muscles to maintain the structure. Okay, we're going to look back, stretch neck, look forward, stretch the neck, push shoulders back, look back, stretch the neck, look forward, and look back, and look forward, and bring the head to the balance point, so in the center, nice and loose, and look over. Does that help? No, it doesn't help. So look over shoulder one and switch, 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 and switch. Head center, and move the waist, the hips, pushing around, so only as far as is comfortable for you, as usual. Okay, if you've got lower back pain, just make your circles smaller. We're still in our loosening up phase. And turn back. Probably feel things loosened off now, starting to move easier. Okie dokie. And knees together. Again, if you have knee issues, I want you to just massage one way and then the other way. If you don't have knee issues, just maintain with the hands and then just loosen things off. So you are warming up the soft tissues around the knees when you're doing this. And back. And work the circle one way, loosening off the ankle and warming the knee. I've got a jumpy foot today. And turning the other way. And switch over, other side. So really rotating that ankle. Unless you have fused ankle, or if you did happen to have things like fused ankles, just stretch the toes. Okay, so it could be that you're doing just flexing up and down of the toes. So rotate the other way. Okay, launching from the hip very gently, just getting into the movement of linking the hips and the arms. And we're going to stir a little bit more, stir things a little bit more this morning. So just start to work your larger circles for now. So turning your hips. What happens with the hips? Remember, they're doing this. If there's any up and down, it comes from the up and down in the knees, but not from the hips doing that. The hips do not do that. They do just turning on the plane. That's the plane. Okay, very good. Excellent. And you can do circles coming in. So maybe start with that, circles coming in, soft knees, making sure to use the muscles in your leg to make sure that your knees are not collapsing. And maybe work some circles out. How does that work? Still linked to the hips. So it might feel a little foreign to you, might be a little bit alien. So just take it easy, maybe slow it down. See how it works. Figure it out. And back in again. And you can see that the arms are really made to do this movement, okay? Here, there's almost like a little bit of awkwardness in that there's only so far that the shoulder can turn. Whereas here, you really are in a very natural, very free movement. We're going to take some teacups because we haven't done that for a bit. We certainly didn't do it last week, so. Okay, so we're going from front to back to start with. So don't spill any. Not on the active hand, but also not on the passive hand, which is in front of your body. Try to stabilize yourself through the process. Turn the hips as they need to encourage a free-flowing movement. So be careful here not to drop the movement. This is where the drop happens usually. And what happens if you are now working on the other side? Same thing, working from front to back. Working with the hips. Making sure not to drop the hand here, particularly. But nice and flat as you go. Sometimes you'll see that it's a little bit on the edge of vertical, so just make sure that you've got a nice flat hand as much as possible. Still working from front to back. Still front to back. Okay, we're going to switch and we're going to work from back to front. So back to front. So the tricky part of the movement is still here. From back to front. So we're coming from the back and to the front. Improving that coordination all the time. Very good. Just keep going. So as your arms are maybe getting a little bit tired, or you're starting to feel the muscles anyway, just make sure that you're relaxing the arms, okay? Make sure that you're not contracting or tensing. Just relax the arms as much as possible. Very important. Okay, working from back to front on the other side. And that'll be our last teacup for today. Okay, so from back to front. This is where I usually invert it. But I'm being mindful today. So back to front. Back to front. So here you really need to work that circle to go reach to the back and not just drift to the front like that, okay? So go reach, work the circle, low circle, high circle, come back down, low circle, high circle. Nothing to it, right? Making sure that we're not spilling. No spillage, please. And just a few more, not very many more now. So at this stage you should be starting to feel really comfortable, quite relaxed with the movement. Here we go. Right, coming to a standstill and shake out and enable your feet. So just walk around and then walk around the other way. So just give yourself, you know, a little bit of movement and just shake, shake, shake. Very good. Okay. All right, so we're just going to start with just a few waves just to see where we're at. Breathing in, breathing out. Just working that up and down, finding your gravity center. Squeaky floorboard. So just breathing gently, naturally. Resting and replenishing. Okay. Okay, so from here we're going to start our first move in detail, our first improver move in detail. So I would like to look again at the single whip, which will be the off-center single whip of the beginning of third third, and the parting the wild horse mane. Now, if you don't know what any of this means, it's okay, just follow along. It'll all become clear as we go. Just now, maybe grab some water. Just make sure your body feels ready. Make sure you do feel ready as well. So I'm going to be starting this facing you. And I'm just going to show you what that off-center single whip looks like. So we start the third third with... We start the third third with our carry tiger back to mountain. And then we go into our off-center single whip. Maybe we should revise the whole move. Yes, maybe we should. Okay, this being off-center single whip leads us into parting wild horse mane. Okay, so to revise that first move, remember that when I go right, you have to go to your right, not your left. You can't mirror me, okay? Carry tiger to mountain, I know gives people a lot of trouble. So if I show you again, we start from a cross hand position because this is how we end every third of the form, okay? So when we arrive at the end of the second third and we do our deflect parry punch and then appear to close entrance, it brings us here, okay? So right hand on the outside, left hand on the inside. Why is that important? It's important for the mechanics of the next move, okay? The next move is really all about protecting and then pushing. You're protecting, you're turning, and then you're pushing. So there's loads of dynamic things that happen. As you're doing so, you're going to push your left heel. So you push the left heel and let your left arm drop. So the left arm drops just like that, okay? It drops naturally to here. So to the nook there, the natural little nook that you've got. So it goes left heel out, left arm down. Let go of the front foot, circle with the left arm, pick up your foot, your empty one, place it to 45 degrees. I'm not placing it to face the wall, I'm placing it open between this wall and that wall, okay? So it's kind of in the middle. And from here, I'm going to brush knee. Okay. Then I bring my weight back and draw a circle with my pinky leading. Then press. Then come back. Then push. Okay. I know, it's a lot, so we're going to go over it again. So here we are. This time from the correct side, okay? So soft knees, left arm on the inside, push out the left heel, drop your left arm, release your front foot, draw a circle with your left arm. Place your foot to 45 degrees and push. Now when I'm here, I need to push my heel out at the back. Then I come back. Circle. Press. come back, push. Okay, shake out. We're going to do that again. Rome was not built in a day. So don't be too harsh on yourself when you're learning these movements, because they do take a lot of practice. So don't just think, oh my goodness, it looks so easy when she's doing it. Why am I not able to do this? Because it's not as easy as it looks, okay? So don't beat yourself up. Just do it. And do it again. And then do it again. And do it again. And do it again. And then eventually your body kind of tweaks how it works, okay? So again, left hand on the inside. Push left heel out. Drop left hand. Soften right foot. Draw the circle. This is where you should be, in sort of cat stance. Pick up the foot, step to 45, push, unlock the back heel, brush knee. Come back, so as I come back, I turn the hip. Turn the hip, bring the wrist to your left hand and press. Over with the left hand, come back and push. And again, remember, push with the body. Okay, we're going to do that again. Okay, so from here, the hardest bit is to step correctly. If you step correctly, you can't really go wrong, okay? So make sure that you're listening to the instructions for the feet. So, left heel out, drop left hand, soften front foot, cat stance. Step with right foot to 45 and come into brush knee, unlock the back heel into that brush knee. As you come back, pull from the hip to come back. Circle, right wrist on left palm. Press, unlock, come back, push with the body. At the end of the press, this is what the press looks like. At the end of press, you come over and out with the hands so that they can go into their pushing position, okay? So you press, unlock, come back, get the hands in position and push. Again, you're going to press, the hands do this. From the brush knee, you come back, so you're going to pull with the hip, which makes your arm do this big sweeping circle. Then you press with the body, unhook the hands, come back, turn the hips again, then you dip the elbows, you turn the hands so that you are with blades on the outside, and then you push with the body, with the bladed hands, okay, with these hands. So you're not pushing like this, you're pushing like this. Again with the feet. So left hand on the inside, left heel out, drop left arm, soften right foot, draw a circle. Step to 45, brush knee, left heel out of the way. Pull from the left hip and draw the circle and press. Unhook, come back and push. From here, pink toes up, hands deflect to the left, then deflect down and to the right. Push forward and up. grab or pinch, step off center for that off center single whip. Okay, so a dead on center single whip would be like this. This one is off center. So it means it's in terms of the feet, okay? The single whip itself looks the same as it always does. It's just where the placement is. So if you look at the feet, instead of being dead on center, it's off center. That's all there is to it. There's nothing more mysterious than that. Okay, let's try it again. For the single whip, remember that you are deflecting left, then pulling to the right, then forward and up, but all the time your hips are curving, okay? So curve, curve back, curve back. That's just the way of it. So you've got to pin your toes up, do that first deflection to the left. Part of the weight is back, then transfer the weight back to the right, and I've turned my hips back this way. Then I'm going forward and up and to the left, then pinch as I turn my hips back to the right. For a lot of you, you're used to this. We've gone over this loads of times. That's why I'm kind of flying through it, but I'll go through it again a couple more times. So pin your toes up, work that circle. You're working it from up to down to back up and pinch back. Okay, we can try it again. Work the circle as you turn. So you've got nearly a full circle, right? Because you came from here and you did this. So it's more like a spiral actually. Yeah. And then forward, up, but also to the left, right? Because your hips are turning to the left. Then when your hips finally turn to the right to pull, that's when you pinch back. Okay, hopefully that's working for you. Just know that there's circle and then this three-dimensional shape. So it's, I don't know how to, if I show it to you from this angle, you've got the first circle, which is on itself, then it comes out like this. I need a little pad of paper to draw this. So you come round, circle. Don't worry, we'll clean it up when we meet again. From here you step for your actual bit of the single whip. So your hand's turned in and it turns out as it goes, okay? So if I have, let's show you from this angle. Okay, I'm coming across, turning the hand so that it's a bladed hand when I'm finished. Notice my other arm nice and relaxed, okay? Elbow turned down so that I'm not like this. I'm relaxed, okay? All right, let's put this together. Just a single whip from a push. So toes come up, turn back, turn forward and to the left, pull back, step, single whip. And that wasn't from the right side, that was actually inverted. It was so that I could face you at the end. Okay. We're going to do the two movements together, and yeah, just back to back. So the carry tiger back to mountain with the single whip. So left heel out, left arm drop, soften right foot, draw an arc, step, brush knee, left heel comes out, pull from the left hip, come back, draw a circle, press, come back, push, from here, toes up, work your circle, then forward into the left, pull back, step, and single whip. That last bit there, you can pull as a full, all the fingers together when you're pulling back, which makes it a very, very strong movement. Okay. Or you can just pinch back as if you were bringing your fingers gently in, and then just the pinch at the top, as if you were, you know, pulling on a tissue or something. Yeah. So those are the two hand shapes. Any other hand shape doesn't have clearance really. So it's either got to be the strong and firm, all the fingers together, or the softer, pulling under and pinching the first two fingers. Okay? Like this. You've got a choice. Stronger, softer. I've moved on from the strong one to the softer one, but it's up to you to see how you're feeling. Okay? Right. We're going to do this 2 more times and then we'll do our form. So, yes, from here. Okay, left hand on the inside and left heel out. And brush knee. Come back. Press. Back. Push. Work your circle to the left, then the right, then the left again. Pull back and off center single whip. Make sure your shoulder is relaxed. Final repeat of this one. Okay, left heel out, left arm drop. Step 45 and come back, press, come back, push, work your circle top to bottom, then run to the left, pull back, nice and relaxed single whip. Very good. Okay, so this is going to come back a few times in the form. So you should be really good at it now. Okay. Just going into our form right now. So find your sweet spot for your room, wherever that is, which is going to give you enough space. As always, we'll only do 3 of the 5 repeats of movements. So step back to Order of Monkeys will be 3. Cloud hands will be 3. Okay. So that we're trying to compress a little bit. So into your sweet spot. And we're just going to open into our stance. Feet parallel, soft knees. Your lower back should feel like it's nice and loose. Hands by your side, shoulders relaxed. Crown pushing up, being held up. And just open Tai Chi. And ward of left, ward yourself right. Roll back. Press. Sit back. Push. And there goes the first of many single whips. Turn the toes. Gather in. Step up, raise hands. White crane spreads wings. Brush knee, half step. Strum the lute. Brush knee. Twist step. Brush knee. Twist step. Brush knee, half step. Strum the lute. Brush knee. I'm going to take a step back. Deflect. Step. Parry. Punch. Up here to close entrance. Adjust your foot and carry tiger to mountain. And this is a different push, step, fist under elbow. Step back to World of Monkeys. 1, 2, 3, scoop, open, fly at the slant, step in, step up, raise hands, white crane spreads wings, brush knee, needle to the sea bottom, fan through the back, turn, hammer with fist, deflect, parry, punch, and grasp the bird's tail, single whip, wave hands like clouds, there's 3, scoop, single whip, high pat on horse, deflect, step left, toe kick, step right, toe kick, turn, heel kick, brush knee, twist step, brush knee, twist step, make fist, punch low, turn, hammer with fist, deflect, parry, punch, open the toes and kick, cat step, strike tiger, left, turn, strike tiger, right, kick, turn to front, strike. Kick, turn, kick with the right foot, deflect, parry, punch, appear to close entrance, carry tiger back to mountain. This is the one that we've just been working. Press back and push. Okay, working that single whip. And parting the wild horse mane. 1. So we'll maybe look at this next week. 2. 3. Circle and ward off left and right. Grasp the bird's tail. And Fair Lady works with shuttles. Corner 1. Corner 2. 3. And 4. Circle and ward off left and right. Grasp the bird's tail. Single whip. Wave hands like clouds. And that's 3, so scoop up to single whip. Descending, snake creeps low through grass, and golden pheasant on one leg. Transfer the weight over, golden pheasant on other leg, step back, whirl of monkeys. 1, 2, 3, and scoop, open, fly at the slant. Step up, raise hands. White crane spreads wings. Brush knee. Needle to the sea bottom. Fan through back. White snake turns. Open your hands. Darts out its tongue. Deflect. Parry. Punch. Grasp the bird's tail. And single whip. Wave hands like clouds. 3. Scoop. Single whip. High pat on horse. Penetrating palm. Turn. Cross. Kick. Punch downwards. crossword style. And single whip. So I'm going to step forward so you can see. And 2 snakes. 1, 2. Step up to 7 stars. Retreat to right tiger. Sweep over lotus kick. Bend the bow. Shoot tiger. Deflect. Parry. Punch. Appear to close entrance. And close of Tai Chi. Hands in Lan Tian. And softly into Wuji. And just breathe and rest. Soft knees and head held up. Relax the shoulders. And relax the legs. We're just going to bring Qi to Dantian now to close. And kidneys. So if you're wondering, at this stage it's just little circles with your fingertips and then tap or brush. Keep going. This is a very important part, okay? You wouldn't leave your house with all the windows open and all the doors unlocked. This is the same thing. You want to keep the heat in and just going round and round. You want to keep that good circulation going round and round your body. Tap over the kidneys. And just bring things down. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Just focus there for a second. And just close the gate. There we go. And thank you. So keep practicing the bit of form that we went over with today. Next week we will expand and we'll get more into the parting wild horse mane, which looks very mysterious. So this shall all be explained and come to light. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the session and have a good day. I will see you again soon. Bye.